went to Comic-Con for what, 5 days? That's right, everybody. We've got a lot of packages to go through that I am so pumped to get into. And we're gonna start with these three here because technically these aren't packages that arrived while I was gone. I actually picked them up at Comic-Con, but I haven't shown you yet. These here are the brand new clamshells, and I didn't want to take them out while I was in New York just because I was so afraid that they were gonna break or crease somehow. But I did really enjoy that they kept them in the boxes because they didn't do that over at San Diego Comic-Con, and mine were still okay, but I was worried about them the entire time. And I guess this first one that I've got here is the Batgirl, and they're all limited to 2010 pieces. I almost said 2,100, but the reason they're limited to 2010 is because, well, that's the year the Funko started with Pops. And I also heard that these clamshells here are going to be the last ones they do, because I believe that would officially be all of the clamshells that they would have done, even though I know that they did a Green Lantern, and they're not coming out with that one, apparently. And I've got the other three behind me here. I'll show you after I show you these three. They're so amazing, though, and I've been wanting to get the original clamshells for so long, so to now have kind of like a newer, updated version of them, I think it's really cool. And I will eventually, at some point, have one of the original clamshells in my collection, but for now, the new ones I'm okay with. Alrighty, now, the next one here. I don't actually know who it is. I couldn't tell from the outside because it just says like pop number 10, pop number 11. You guys get the idea. But this one is, ooh, a great one. We've got the Joker, and again, limited to, well, 2010 pieces. So cool, and I did see that some people were getting their clamshells where it was actually like backwards. So this part here was in the front. I don't know how that even happens, but I guess because it is a circle, it could just like rotate around. It makes sense. So I don't know, would you guys consider that a bit of an error? I've been talking about errors recently because when I was over at New York Comic Con, I actually got the Batman with the error symbol on the front. So I'm wondering if that is like big enough to be considered one, especially because you can't open this. These are stuck together, so that's why I can't really like take them out and show you the figures closer up, because if I do, I'd be ruining the packaging. Anyways, though, moving on to the next one here, I'm gonna guess that this third one, well, is the Batman, because there's been two different versions of Batman that they did. There was the black one that was over at San Diego Comic-Con, and then there's this one. I know, I'm not spoiling it yet, because if you don't know what they look like, it's kind of fun to figure it out. Ooh, there we go, for the first time right now. And we have, yes. No! What? How does this even... Oh, everybody, I don't even know how something like this happens. Oh, can I fix it? I wonder. It's like one of those, what are those called? Kendamas, where you have to like flip it up and catch the ball on the top. Oh, no! Well, everybody, I guess we have almost the entire collection complete. I think with how this one looks, I'm probably going to want to try and get another one in the future because, you know, it's something so cool and I just want to have the entire collection perfect and complete. But yeah, for now, this is what we're working with. Seriously, have you ever seen anything like this? And funny, everybody, we were talking about errors. Does this make it a bigger error than maybe a different logo? No, I don't know if this is an error or if it's just broken. But either way, that is the collection. Kind of complete. It's still cool to have them all. I just wish Batman's head looked a little bit more stuck on. And if you want to see them a little bit closer up, there is the Robin. We've got Batman and Penguin. I know I would love to take these out of the box, but for now, they're staying in there. Actually, no, I'm never taking these things out. Why would I? Well, anyways, everybody, moving on for now. We'll figure that one out some other time. This here was a box that came, I think like 2 or 3 days ago now, and it's got some good stuff inside. Pretty timely, too. Alrighty, let's see what it's looking like. Ooh, okay, I think I see the larger figure first. We're gonna start with the ones inside of this box here. Alrighty, let's see what they're looking like. Ooh, these are nice. I'm liking them. So the first one we've got here, these are for the new Tron Ares movie. We have Kevin Flynn. That is a pretty sweet one. I've got to know from you guys, did you go and see Tron Ares over the weekend because it did just release? And I gotta say, the Kevin Flynn one is looking really great. Jeff Bridges, you can definitely tell it's him. And I'm wondering how many Jeff Bridges pops we have. Because there's the Dude, which is of course from The Big Lebowski. We've got this one here. He doesn't have a Big Z pop. I would love Surf's Up ones in the future, but nothing a Big Z. and I can't think of anything else off the top of my head, but I'm sure he's got at least one more. Anyways, though, the other one that we have here is Ares, of course, played by Jared Leto. This one is also pretty great. I love that he has, and I can never think of what it's called, but like, you know, the light disc in his hand, and I know that there's a name for it, it's just not coming to me. And you may be wondering, well, Tristan, haven't you seen the movie? No, I wasn't able to go and see it while I was over at New York Comic Con, and I'm debating on maybe doing a movie review on it, but because it's past, I might just be opening up these pops today. Either way, though, it is some really cool stuff, and I'm excited to add them to the collection. But then, everybody, like I said, that's not all, because I still have this one here, and it's Athena with the light cycle. Let me just see if I can get it out of here. This is probably my favorite out of the entire collection, and I mean, come on, it makes sense. It's just so much bigger and cooler. Also, I want to take this one out of the box because I'm curious what the actual, like, light beam behind looks like. It goes, oh, pretty far back. It was hard to tell from the website, but wow, that is nice. Look at it. I love the way it looks on the backside there. I think just in general, Funko really did an amazing job with this set. They also had it release exactly at the right time. So if you're thinking of picking these up, I believe they're available pretty much anywhere you can get Pops. Like, I know Funko's website definitely has these in stock. And I mean, obviously, because that's where I got this set. And now, everyone, the last package of the day. This is a crazy one. I'm sure some of you will be able to tell what's inside of here based on the plastic corners, but if not, get excited. Now, a little fun fact about these specific figures here. It's actually the first time they've ever shipped to Canada, and I was pretty excited about that. Because normally, if you guys don't know, anything that doesn't ship to Canada over on Funko.com, I've got to ship it to my friend Grant. Shout out to you, Grant, because you help out so much. Anyways, I ship it to him, he ships it to me. It's a whole thing, but if it can ship to Canada, I get it a lot quicker because it doesn't have to ship twice. So anyways, this one that we have here is the Jumbotron for Godzilla. Look at it! I cannot get enough of these. And if you guys don't know, the Jumbotrons are actually always in my background. You can see a couple of them there. I also do like to swap it up. And now that this Godzilla is in, I might take one of them out of the background. I'm thinking maybe Astro Boy, because he's probably the oldest one out of the bunch there. I might do it. Anyways, though, before we get into this figure, though, I want to show you what it's looking like on the side. So we have, like, you know, some of the art over here, and I love how this looks. And then flipping it around, you can see what the figure's going to look like a little bit better. With these characters here, they don't have any chases, which honestly I enjoy, because when it comes to the other ones, if you guys don't know, they were the Project Freds. So a similar size, they were all the exact same mold, but there was like 2 different colorways that you could get for them. It was kind of annoying to me because I was always like, well, I gotta get a few of them to see if I can get the chase. But then with these ones here, it's like they're in, that's all you need. And if you guys want to take a look, here is the certificate of authenticity, and it shows you how many they make. So there's only 1,200 of each of these. I love how limited they are. It's so fun. And now, of course, how is Godzilla looking? Somehow they made him pretty cute, and I love it. Look at him, guys. How great is this? Now, taking a look at this one compared to the rest of them, I think it might be one of my favorites. Like, I love Proto, and I also love Ultraman. Oh, but I really like, which one is that? Voltron, too. There are so many great ones. And you know what? Now that I think about it, I haven't even opened up the other 2 that arrived a little while ago. I've got to do the Green Ranger still, as well as Optimus Prime. And I haven't seen Optimus Prime in person. That one could be my number 1. I don't know. Once I open it up, we'll have to figure it out. Also, if you guys want to see an entire Jumbotron collection, we could totally do that too, because I have, I think, every single unique mold. I don't have the black and white Voltron that released over at San Diego Comic-Con, but besides that, I've got them all. So this could be a fun video if you want to see it. Oh, and you know what? Now that I've been talking about them so much, let's actually go around and I'll show you all of them. What was I thinking? I'll just come up and actually show you what they look like. So we've got the Ultraman here, we've got Astro Boy, as well as the Freddy and Proto. These 4 are honestly so great, and I love how they look together. And then coming over to the door over here, I like to have them as soon as you walk in. We have that Voltron right here, and I know it's a little bit darker, but they're still here. They look good. Below that, we have that Ken the Eagle, which is again so cool. I love that translucent piece in the front. I think that looks really amazing. And then way down at the bottom there, we have that Speed Racer. And well, everybody, there we go. That is all the packages that arrived while I was at New York Comic Con. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more like this, please subscribe down below. It really does help out the channel, but anyways, I'll see you tomorrow.